Cub Master. I think they call him Cub Master Roger Lehnert because he is the master of the Piper J3 Cub. There goes Roger.
Well, there's no doubt about that. You saw him fly a little bit earlier as the flying farmer, one of Roger's trademarks, but he also does a couple of other things with this airplane, and one of them you're about to see in just a moment. Larry?
Stan Mann is going to take this, and Stan Mann himself is a pilot, flies aerobatics. He has a Steen Skybolt that he built, 260 horsepower, and he knows all about aerobatics, knows all about flying J3 Cubs, and he will drive this Ford truck at exactly the appropriate speed that Roger needs in order to line up behind it with consistency, with a consistent speed, and touch that airplane down on top of the world's smallest airport, mounted right on the top of this moving truck. It's all coming up in just a second.
Lined up, and Stan the Man, there's the wing wave. Stan the Man's going to put the pedal to the metal. The idea here now is to get the airplane and the car going at approximately the same airspeed, or the same speed. One's airspeed, one's ground speed. And then, of course, Roger has to get it set up to get right in there. He may already have it done because I'm blocked with it. My view is blocked right now. But Roger can do that pretty darn fast. No, he caught a little gust of wind. He's got another gust of wind. Easy there. Easy, Roger. No, yeah. Yeah, gets it right in it. And bounce. No, nah, not this time. Not this time. And this is not the Flying Farmer Act, folks. I mean, he's trying it each time. You can see look at the trees right out here in front of us. Over there, you can see the backs of the leaves of some of them. And if you look at the tree tops, they're still. So where did that wind come from? The tree tops aren't moving. So you got a little bit of funky air going on out here.
Well, not only that, normally if he were to be landing on the runway, he would slow the airplane down to its minimum speed just before the stall speed, where the wind isn't going over the wing enough to make lift.
Right.
But he can't do that here. He actually has to force this airplane down.
Right, he's flying it on to the top of the truck.
Absolutely. And that's a little difficult. When you have a little bit of wind, as you just said, Sonny, it'll gust up a little bit. All of a sudden, he's got another knot or two, and he's flying a little bit more. So that was a good practice run. This time, I think he's going to probably make it. He knows what he's in for.
Sometimes those practice runs are just that. They get a feel of what that wind is. But he'll get lined up here once again. I see the flag on the B-25, the two of them are pointing in two different directions. The trees over there. So he's got to deal with that. Now, we got to keep in mind, one little slip, and that prop goes clank into that platform. So this is not child's play here, as they say.
And that's not a good noise to hear when that happens.
Chunk.
But fortunately, that's a sound that Roger has never heard.
You can hear swoofs, but not clunks. Clunks are bad. He should be getting about lined up. He's got it right up in there in the wheel wells, just as nice as can be. Now the trick comes. Put the tail down. That's it. Go ahead, put your hands together. Now Stan the Man in there, he's got to be real careful, nice and easy on those brakes. As Roger gets out there, now Roger's got to sit on the tail. He'll give him a big wave if you wave at him, by the way.
Go ahead.
We got some Roger fans back here. Now they're going to turn around. There he is. Roger Lehnert, ladies and gentlemen, in the world's smallest airport, TWA, the Teenie Weenie Airport. All right, there, he's going to go back around there. Once again, folks, again, he can't hear you that far away, I don't think, but he can sure see you if you wave at him. Hey, how you? Oh, thank you. And you're going to hear from us again, too. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll tell you that, Roger, he's a character. He's always on stage, that is. Now the trick here is you got to get the airplane off the top of the truck. And if you try to drive it home that way, you take up a lot of space left and right.
Not a whole lot of bridges that'll accommodate that.
No, they'll get the height, but not the width, that's for darn sure. He's turning around right now, and as he does so, they got to hang on to that Cub just a little bit, and then Roger will very quickly get back into the airplane, and get his seatbelt back on, because that's very important at this particular juncture in this maneuver, is to get the seatbelt back on, because if there were a mishap, and I'll tell you where a mishap could happen. If a tire blew out just at around 35 or 40 miles per hour, the airplane would be light, so to speak, in other words, getting ready to fly, and the truck would be getting ready to stop. And that's what they call stubbing your toe. Now, right in here, got to get the speed just about right, and when Roger comes off of there, he will do it with great exuberance. He'll come back on the stick. There he goes, just like that, and he's up nose, dangling around with that one. And he'll come back around here. See if he's going to land on downwind now. No. You never know with Roger. He and that airplane are literally one, just like Sean Tucker and the Oracle Challenger, and you're going to see Jim Leroy fly later. You saw Jimmy Franklin fly already. These fellows, when they get in some of these airplanes, they are one. The airplane and the pilot become one. And it takes years and years of experience and familiarization to do that. He knows just about everything that airplane is going to do at any given moment in time, and he doesn't like other people messing with his airplane. And Roger is no different. He is truly a perfectionist and a professional, and one of the finest airshow performers. Doesn't travel too far